What's up, people? I just wanted to make like a follow-up video to the Kingdom Hearts 4 PS6 video I did. It's gaining some traction, at least from like what my channel is, being a small channel, and I just wanted to clarify that that was not a prediction video. I don't know for sure what consoles, what generation Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come out on, but I think they're planning on releasing it this generation. And I'm not predicting the PS5 life cycle will be 5 years. I'm still assuming it's going to be 7 years, but I mean it's just a possibility. And I know there was like Taiwanese Sony like said they're predicting it was going to be 5 years back in 2020 before it even came out, before like the chip shortages or whatever's really going on there. But they've also said last gen that the PS4 might be the last PlayStation. I think Sony like said, or someone at Sony said it. Said like maybe like they were like, if it is the like, if there is a PS5, they said something like that. But there obviously was a PS5, so it doesn't guarantee anything. Uh, they didn't announce the platforms at the end of the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. I think they announced it now. They said they announced it early, so it didn't get leaked. Or I guess further leaked because it was NVIDIA GeForce Now leak in September. And the release dates or the release dates, placeholder dates, a mix of both that were in their system that got leaked in November, and I made a video about that back then. But and Kingdom Hearts 4's was September 2023. It was September 30th, 2023, and it was like I forgot what day it was. I said it in that video I made. It was like a Saturday or something. Um, but yeah, so it wasn't. It was a placeholder, obviously. I don't know if they were. I still don't know to this day. I doubt they were planning on releasing the game in 2023. I really don't think they thought it was coming out in 2023 ever, unless they did like really early on or something. I don't know, but I don't think they really. If Tetsuya Nomura said later in the generation, if it makes this generation, I feel like that was just a placeholder date back then, and not an actual like prediction from them. Because also Final Fantasy IX Remake's placeholder date was April 2022, and I mentioned that in the video, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening. The game still hasn't even been announced yet. I don't even know if that game's going to be this generation or not. I don't know what's going to happen to that game. They haven't announced it yet. I don't know if it got canceled or what, because I think there's supposed to be some smaller studio that's working on the Final Fantasy remakes or something. I don't know. I heard something like that, or one of the remakes. It was something like that. I'm sorry. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. I'm more Kingdom Hearts, so I mean, I'm curious about Final Fantasy IX remake, but I'm talking more Kingdom Hearts here. Kingdom Hearts 4, like I'm not really like, I don't know why they didn't tell us the platforms, but the fact that I think they were planning on releasing it this generation, and they still are, but they know there's a possibility that like it might not happen. Tetsuya Nomura literally said this himself. I don't know if he said in 2020 or 2019. He said it not like he didn't just say this, like he said it a couple years ago. So but that makes me believe that like they announced it, they want to release it, they know they announced it early, they want to release it this generation, I mean, and they want to, they it might be a next gen game if it's not ready by this generation, because we don't even know, they don't know, and we don't know when this generation right now is even going to end, because there were rumors about it being 5 years, but it could be 7 years, just like any other generation. I don't know if it'll go past that, because I don't know. People think like, oh, because of the shortages, that means like people want it to go longer. I don't know about that. I don't know if people will still want to play this generation after 2027. They usually don't want that to happen. Obviously, it's never gone past 7 years before, but they do release less games per generation now because they take longer to make games. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I don't know. A lot of people are not happy with Sony right now and their anti-consumer moves. The price just went up. Oh, but another thing is, if they're releasing, I know the PS5 Slim's supposed to come out next year. Rumor. And another rumor is that the removable disc PS5 is supposed to come out either next year, the 2023 or 2024 or something like that. Um, I've heard different things. People are saying like it's a rumor, so like we don't know when it's coming out for sure. Because if it is, it's a rumor. Okay, everything's a rumor that I'm saying. It's all rumors. We don't have actual news. I'm sorry. There's no actual news. I'm really sorry. Yet we know Kingdom Hearts Missing Link's the next game. I think they're going to focus on that the next couple of years. I've said this already. Because Kingdom Hearts 4 is not coming out soon, and Kingdom Hearts Missing Link that is coming out soon. That's their next game that they're going to focus on. But beta 2022, they said they haven't changed that yet. 2022's. I mean, I don't know. The games. I think the actual game's going to start coming out in 2023, but the beta, like the testing phase for people, will be. They said 2022. It looked close to done in the trailer in April, so that's never guaranteed anything. So it's all question marks right now. It's loads of questions. I really don't know what's going to happen to Kingdom Hearts 4. It's all a bunch of question marks. I don't know if if they didn't announce the platforms because it's gonna be next gen, or they don't know yet, or if it has to do with Square Enix being acquired, if it has to do with both, or if it has to do. I don't know if it would have to do with that Sony Square Enix exclusivity partnership deal that was announced earlier this year. I don't even. I know Final Fantasy's always had like that with most of the time with PlayStation, but it's weird because I think the Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion game that it's like I think that's multi-platform, that one. But like the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not. Final Fantasy 16 is not. When I say multi-platform, I think like they'll be on PC and stuff, but like PlayStation exclusive. That's what I mean. So I don't know what's going on. They're so weird with this stuff. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Kingdom Hearts just became multi-platform recently. Like, are they actually gonna go back on that? Like, if money talks, it might. I don't know if Square Enix is still gonna be acquired at this point. I don't think Jeff Grubb and Greg Miller would have both said it if it wasn't at least like supposed to happen, and maybe because Square Enix sold all these IPs to Embracer Group doesn't guarantee an acquisition. It just means like it could be that, or it could just be like they're doing whatever's financially better for their company. But it's just like there's so many question marks. It's fun to follow, but it's also like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm getting a console this generation because I don't know. V-Room Rex is not going to be this generation, I don't think. I think that's going to be next gen. That'll be like PS6, but for sure. Kingdom Hearts 4, it's either going to be later this generation or early like next generations. But the problem with it being early next generation, if that happens, is that like the PS6 will be like I don't know what the price is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like $600 or so. I don't know what I don't know. Remember they tried that with PS3 and it backfired. I don't know if they're going to do that type of thing again, but I don't know. Like I don't want to get a PS6 like out launch. I've never done that before, even with PS2. I got it like 3 years after it came out. PS4 3 years later. I've always been that way. I don't have the console this generation yet. I don't know what's going on. A bunch of question marks. Maybe it's time to wrap up the video. If I want to make another video about this subject, maybe I will. I've already talked about. Yeah, I don't even know if Sony can acquire Square Enix. Like Microsoft can, we know that. They said they're going to do more. They want to appeal to Japan, but Sony's closer with them. Sony's bailed them out before. I don't know, like Sony, do they have enough money for this? They only set aside like a certain amount for acquisitions, which is a lot smaller than what Microsoft had for it or has. Microsoft can like do whatever they want. They're so big. Sony, like they're big, but they're not like that for acquisitions where they can just like buy whoever they want. And there are other companies like Tencent and stuff. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What do you think's gonna happen? I'm very interested to find out from you people what you think is going to happen to Kingdom Hearts 4 and to Square Enix. I know they don't have a 2025 game announced, but they wouldn't have it announced this early. Doesn't mean it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't know. I was thinking 2026. Maybe 2027. I've been saying this stuff over and over. I'm like a broken record at this point, but I'm going to end the video. It's getting long. Wow, it's about to hit 10 minutes. This is Luke from Luke D10110 signing out. Have a good one. Please be excited. Failed to meet expectations.